everyone. This is The Lock, and this is the Skeptic Wars podcast, where I talk about some of the stories that have been featured in the Skeptic Wars blog. And I've decided to change up the skeptic the format for this. Instead of talking about my favorite stories from this week, I've instead decided to start talking about the stories that got the most views. But before I get to that, I want to talk about Mike Adams, and I'm sure you know the Mike Adams I'm talking about. Mike Adams, the head guy, the creator of Natural News, and I'm sure everybody is aware of what he's done this week. That he or should I say last week, he put out a blog post, basically comparing people who support GMO food products to Nazis, and he basically said that it's justifiable to kill them, justifiable to murder them, and this is it's very disturbing. And in his article, he also links to a website which is very much speculated to be his. In fact, there's a ton of evidence that suggests it is his, called Monsanto Collaborators. And basically, what it is, and you probably can't see it anymore because there's it's exceeded its ban limit, and you'll have to use web archive to see it. But on it is a list of people who are supporters of GMO food products, and all of those supporters also happen to be critics of his. So, and also on it are several online and offline publications that have also been critical of him. So, yeah, basically, it pretty much looks like a hit list. And Mike Adams has tried to weasel his way out of it. He's tried to say that what he said was misinterpreted, that um, Monsanto Collaborators was set up by pro-GMO activists, but all the evidence suggests that it's either him or at least one of his followers, but it's most likely him. And he's also tried to get out of the whole threatening people by saying he does not support vigilante justice, but clearly, just by the title of his article alone, he does. So, apparently, according to Genetic Literacy Project, apparently the FBI is now involved in this. I've already written about it. It's called Mike Adams Crossed the Line, and in a way that can't be ignored. It's on the soapboxrantings.blogspot.com if you want to read it. There's also a link in the description box if you want to go down there. But pretty much, yeah, it looks like Mike Adams might have done himself in this time. I mean, too bad for him, I guess. Alright, now on to the regular stuff. Alright, no one is scared of Tom Cruise or Scientology anymore. And this is from the New York Post, and apparently basically no one's scared of Tom Cruise anymore. No one's scared of basically saying that, hey, no one's scared of Tom Cruise. No one's scared of Scientology, and basically it's just saying that, hey, you know what, people are just not scared of Scientology anymore or Tom Cruise, and that should be obvious. For the past few years, people have been heavily ridiculing Scientology and Tom Cruise's association with Scientology, and Scientology hasn't been able to do anything about it because the internet does not like censorship. As of if I'm talking about the internet as being like an actual living being, but no one's scared of Scientology anymore. No one's scared of Tom Cruise anymore. Hardly scared of them anymore. And and you see all these people who are now standing up to Scientology, like, including many of their former high-ranking members, like Marty Rathburn, yeah, and Tommy Davis. They've been sticking up for him, and Liam Remy, the actress who left Scientology, and have been very critical of the so-called religion. Most people call it a cult, but uh, basically, you know, Scientology, no one's scared of it anymore. All right, this one. Next one is there is no such thing as Ebola. This is from the Washington Post, and as been reported in the news, there's a huge Ebola outbreak in West Africa, and hundreds of people have so far died, unfortunately. And but many people are saying over there that they don't believe that Ebola is real, and or they're saying that they can cure Ebola with a mixture of things like coca and sugar, or with onions or something like that. And no, you can't cure Ebola. I mean, if you catch it, you're probably going to end up dying. If I mean, uh, it's unfortunate, but unfortunately, there are a lot of people over in Western Africa that believe that either it doesn't exist and they just go about their daily lives doing whatever they want to, or if a relative dies, they want to give that relative um, a proper burial, or a burial that they feel is proper. But the problem is the burials techniques that they want to use would most likely result in the spreading of Ebola. But because people don't believe it exists, they have no problems you know doing their burial techniques, and they just can't do that because they could get Ebola themselves, and then they could spread Ebola to other people, and it could kill a lot of people. So this is what happens um, when you deny an illness. It ends up, or if you don't think the illness is bad, or you think the illness can be cured by simple means, it only ends up spreading out further towards other people, and it gets them killed. All right. Uh, Next one. Excuse me. Creationist Ken Ham calls to end space program because aliens are going to hell anyways, and this is from the Raw story. And creationist Ken Ham has said that the U.S. space program is a waste of money because any alien life that scientists found would be damned to hell. What can I say about this? This is just completely and totally insane. I'm like, what? What? How do you know that none of these aliens had their own version of Jesus? Or how do you know that, there's, well, I'm sure if you're atheist, you're going to say that God doesn't exist, but anyways, um, basically he's arguing are that secular people, and I guess secularist, he means atheist, are desperate to find life in outer space as part of their rebellion against God in a desperate attempt to supposedly prove evolution. And this is like, you know what? It's just freaking ridiculous. It is truly ridiculous how anyone, Christian or not, can take Ken Ham seriously. I, you know what? People shouldn't take him seriously, and we shouldn't be giving him attention. And I really do apologize for giving him attention. Alright, next one. New Age leader sues ex-students over leaked video of her drunken racist anti-gay rant. And this is also from the Raw story. And apparently, two of her this is about Jay-Z Knight, which is the leader of pretty much the no, wait a minute, the Ratahan Ramta School of Enlightenment. I finally said it right. And this is the woman who is behind the pseudoscience fakementary What the Bleep Do We Know? And two of her students apparently either found a tape of her, or at least two of her ex-students either found a tape of her drunk and making racist and anti-gay rants, and they uploaded it on the internet, and now she's suing them, and that that just sucks. But and by all appearances, she's probably suing them in order to like either get revenge for actually doing that, or she's just trying to suppress the tape. But well, she can't suppress the tape because it's out there already. She's probably just suing them out of revenge. But hopefully she'll lose. But even if she loses, there's always the possibility she'll probably just appeal and keep appealing until either they give in, or she kills over from a heart attack or something like that, or until she gives up or she's told she can't sue anymore. All right. Okay. And here's the next one. Another lawsuit to suppress legitimate criticism, this time SBM, and this is from this is by Stephen Novella via Science-Based Medicine, who, and I should tell you right now, yes, Stephen Novella is one of those people on who were listed on Monsanto collaborators. A real honor, I should say, at this point. But basically, Dr. Novella is being sued for an article he wrote on Science-Based Medicine last year, May of 2013, about a product that a Dr. Edward Tobenik had put out, some sort of drug. I can't really pronounce it. It's called, I think the abbreviated name is Embryol. I think that's what it's called. And um, basically, Stephen Novella was criticizing it, and basically doing what he does. He's being skeptical of it, and you know, warning the public and stuff like that, and um, basically saying that you might not want to use it, but excuse me there, and that it might be, more harmful than it is helpful. Well, Dr. Tobenik did not like this, and he's starting to begin the process of suing Dr. Stephen Novella plus the Society for Science-Based Medicine and SGU Productions, and SGU stands for Skeptic's Guide to the Universe. And again, this looks like just nothing more than a lawsuit to suppress criticism, to suppress legitimate criticism. It's unfortunate that Tobenik feels he has to go this route. Basically, if you're being criticized, what you should do is, instead of suing someone, or in Mike Adams' case, calls for someone's death, um, you should, counter the criticism with good arguments based off of logic and evidence. You should not go and sue people, or, call for their deaths. Alright. Uh, Next one. Chemtrails don't exist, and Shasta County is ground zero for stupid. And this is from Gawker. And basically, in a place called Shasta County, California, 400 people attended a county board supervisors meeting to demand action on the scourge of to demand action on chemtrail spraying. And what chemtrails are is a delusion that conspiracy theorists have, that they believe that the government is spraying chemicals from airplanes, and that these chemicals are in contrails or something like that, or they think that contrails are chemtrails. And I call it delusion because that's all it is. That's the best thing I can possibly describe it as. But there's no such thing as there's no such thing as chemtrails, and what these people did was just basically waste the county board's time, and probably taxpayers' money for as well. Alright. Final one is sex, cults, and UFOs. Fringe groups, the family, rallying movement, and real Jesus Christ among those attracting Aussie followers. And this is about cults that have been in Australia, and that many of them have been in Australia for several decades now. And some of these are just weird, but not really harmful. But some of these groups, like the family, is not just harmful, but well, not the family. It's something else that wasn't the family. It's not the family that's harmful. Hold on. I don't think it's the family that I'm referring to that's harmful. It's something else. But some of these groups can be very dangerous. And you want to stay away from these groups because um they can screw your mind, and they can really alter your thought perception and the ways you see other people, and the ways you interact with other people, and the way you and well, basically the way you treat other people. So you know that's it. You basically want to basically want to take away. You basically want to stay away from um you know cults. Stay away from these cults. All right. Well, that's it for this week. I certainly hope you enjoyed the podcast, and I hope to see you next week. So this is Locke saying, see ya.